So today I'm doing electrical. It's one of the things I'm doing today. And the problem is when I put all this together, the lights and everything, we were receiving from the electric company 3 kilowatts at any moment, maximum 3 kilowatts. And that's not a whole lot. Okay, it was enough. It was the standard issue for the Soviet times to give every household 3 kilowatts. And most households do just fine with that, but we're fat Americans and we have to have more power. So now we have 6 kilowatts at any one given moment, and if we go over that, then it automatically turns our power off. But we often come close, like 5, 5.5, okay, something like that. And what the problem is, when I hooked in the generator, because the power goes off, so now we plug in the generator is giving us 4,000 watts maximum. So what does all this mean? What it means is one of my wires here was a little thin because it couldn't handle the full 6 kilowatts, and there's something wrong with my wiring, like I got a plus minus reversed or something like that, and it caused a problem. So nothing burned up, but what I need to do is change some wires, put in some other circuit breakers. When I first did this, I put in 32 amp circuit breakers, and I don't need anything that big. So I had some 16s and 20s also. It's like I'm putting all the lights and everything small on small circuit breakers. The refrigerator needs something a little bigger. The heater doesn't, because although it's bigger, it's using only a little bit for the computer. So it doesn't need anything. A toaster needs more power. A microwave needs more power. So I'm putting all of those wires on one circuit with the proper amperage for that device. Okay, so it's causing me to change all of this stuff and identify all the wires. When I first put it together, I put a home run wire. That means one wire from the refrigerator to the box. I put one from the lights to the box, from the plugs to the box. And I did that on most everything. Well, once I got to the box, I was kind of running a little short of money at the time, and I wanted to make it work. So I wired them all together and put it on one switch. Well, that kind of defeats the whole plan, and it causes all this power to be on one switch. And when there's a big drain, it's all on one switch. So I need to prevent a fire and prevent problems by doing this right, putting some of those items on one wire on one switch. And through this process I'm going through today, I have the toaster, the plug for the toaster, and the China pot on one wire now, one switch. So if ever there's a problem here, we switch that one off, it doesn't switch off the whole house. Same with the refrigerator. There's one wire for the refrigerator. Once I find it, I'm going to put it on one switch. That way, when there's a problem with the refrigerator, we turn that one off and the rest of the house is still good. With the generator hooked in, our problem is I got to turn off the China pot, turn off the microwave,
Teapot.
the teapot, turn off the microwave, turn off the refrigerator. We have 2 freezers, got to turn both of them off, and then I can plug in the generator. Otherwise, they all want to start at the same time, and it draws so much power, it caused a problem with the circuit breaker, and everything stops. So I'm trying to prevent that. Most of all, I'm trying to prevent a fire, but also in the process give us a little more control. We got these kids that come around and ring the doorbell, kind of like I did when me and my brothers were young. We rang doorbells and ran. Well, we got kids in the neighborhood that are doing that. So I need a switch that I can turn off the doorbell. So I'm doing all those kind of changes today.
I think one of the big issues that we discovered last year when a lot of the infrastructure was hit by missiles and they didn't have a lot of electricity. We were running off of generator quite a bit while we were in the States and Jennifer and Steve were here. But when we came back, we still kind of had that issue some. And occasionally we do now. So, I've learned a lot about hooking the generator into the house to provide us enough power. Whereas, we really didn't do that before. I mean, we had a small generator for emergencies, like if we lost electricity from a storm for a couple days, but we really didn't use it a lot until the war.
Yeah.
So
So that's my afternoon project here.